In my last video, we looked at some of the gear I use and some of the choices I make while out on a camp. In this one, I wanted to try and provide some cheaper alternatives to the gear I use and prove that you can go lightweight and be comfortable at a relatively low price. Of course, this is not the cheapest or lightest gear out there, but I believe after trying it multiple times, it is a good balance of quality and affordability. I hope you enjoy this lovely walk across the moors, and we'll take a closer look at the gear when we're set up. The first bit of gear we're going to look at is this Lomo folding mat from Amazon. I picked this up for £19 but have seen others for as low as £15. It weighs in at 425 grams and when not been slept on doubles up as a decent sit pad. It has a foil coating on one side which should help to retain body heat while sleeping. If you find yourself wanting a little more comfort, then you can pick up these inflatable mats for as low as £19. This one weighs in at 540 grams and comes with its own pillow. One thing to note is these mats provide very little insulation, so if you plan to camp in the colder months, it will be best paired with the foam mat. The sleeping bag I'm using here is the OEX Fathom 300 from Go Outdoors. It weighs in at 1150 grams and when I bought it, cost just £30. It has a comfort rating of 1 degree Celsius, but to be honest, I think this is an over-exaggeration. I would put the true comfort closer to 5 degrees. That being said, I have used it on multiple trips and I have been really happy with it for the money. The tent I'm using here is the Lanshan one from 3FUL Gear, which weighs in at 930 grams. Prices range from anywhere between £79 to £99 depending on where you buy them. There are definitely cheaper tents on the market, but I believe that those prices are extremely fair for a sub 1 kilogram tent. As you can see from the video, it was fairly windy last night, but the Lanshan held its own and I had no problems with it. Once again I'm using my Trangia Spirit Burner that can be picked up for around £12. They weigh in at 108 grams and are extremely robust and reliable. Spirit burners perform much better in the colder months and are much more reliable than gas stoves. That's one thing to bear in mind if camping in the winter. The pot stand I'm using here is an alcohol stove cross stand. These can be picked up on Amazon for as little as £3 and weigh just 30 grams. It's always a good idea to have a windshield for your stove to allow it to burn efficiently in the wind. Not only will this make your cook time quicker, but it will save you money on fuel in the long run. This one is from 3FUL and weighs 62 grams. I got mine from AliExpress for £5.50. One thing to note with the pot stand is it gets extremely hot and can be slightly awkward to remove. Luckily I have this Trangia pot grip which does a decent job at removing it. A handy tip for packing away in the wind is to leave your tent pegged in and gradually unpeg as you pack away. The trekking pole I use to pitch my tent is the Carbon Long from Alp kit. It weighs 215 grams and costs £30, which I believe is a reasonable price for a carbon trekking pole. As the pack I use is frameless, this folding mat can be used as a support, which helps to save space and weight in my setup. The 3 FUL packs are designed with a special net to help keep the pad in place. And that's just about everything for this one. Of course, it isn't a complete list, but hopefully it gives you an idea on how you can lower your pack weight at an affordable price. I'll try to include all products and their weight with a link to buy them in the description. Please be aware that if you purchase from some of my links, I may get a small commission. It won't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the channel at no extra cost. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.